Meg Jay, The Defining Decade, Why Your Twenties Matter, and How to Make the Most of Them Now. The Defining Decade by Meg Jay addresses crucial aspects of life in one's 20s, from career development to relationships, and encourages readers to make conscious choices for a successful and fulfilling adulthood. The book highlights the importance of taking risks and seeking new experiences, and reinforces the idea that a period of underemployment or a long stretch of unemployment can affect one's emotional well-being. Moreover, vital topics such as utilizing weak ties, overcoming the fear of uncertainty, and understanding the consequences of delaying important decisions are discussed to guide 20-somethings towards their goals.
Identity capital and short-term jobs. Our unusual job experiences, identity capital, matter as much as formal qualifications and can lead us to better jobs. Choosing the short-term job that offers us the most identity capital is preferable, but we should also avoid long stretches of underemployment, which can lead to depression and abandonment of our goals. Are you feeling frustrated with your current job? Do you think you have missed the chance to have your dream job in your 20s, despite all your hard work? Don't worry, you can still land your dream job. According to the author, our unusual job experiences are our identity capital, and they matter just as much as our formal qualifications. Our identity capital consists of personal assets such as problem-solving abilities and unique experiences, including short-term jobs. So, next time you have the choice between a coffee shop job and a comic book translator job, choose the one that appears to offer the greatest identity capital. However, the author warns us not to fall into the trap of long-term underemployment. If you find yourself working in a job that doesn't match your qualifications, goals, or aspirations, for a prolonged period, you might feel unmotivated and depressed. A long stretch of underemployment can make prospective employers question your ability to work and maintain mental health. Therefore, it's essential to strike a balance between identity capital and sustainable employment. Unemployment isn't preferable either, as many people tend to associate it with heavy drinking and depression. In conclusion, to land your dream job, choose a short-term job that adds more to your identity capital, but don't let your search for such jobs lead to prolonged underemployment or unemployment. Starting early for a fulfilling career. Starting your career as early as possible is crucial to avoid feeling left behind in midlife. The first 10 years of a career contribute significantly to lifetime wage growth, which plateaus in the 40s. Delaying your career puts you at a disadvantage that is difficult to overcome, particularly as you take on bigger financial responsibilities. People in their 20s should make the most of their free time and devise a clear plan for achieving their goals. This will give them the flexibility to pursue advanced degrees or move to another country while building their careers. Starting early is crucial to avoid difficulties later on and achieve professional fulfillment. Connect with anyone using foot-in-the-door technique. Most people find it difficult to connect with strangers and therefore tend to remain within their inner circle. However, if you want to meet new people and land your dream job, you must step out of that circle. The foot-in-the-door technique enables you to connect with people outside your inner circle by making yourself relevant to them. You must research the person and ask politely for a clearly defined favor. This technique helps you to get them to perform small and big favors for you, creating a pathway to connecting with them. The technique is similar to the Benjamin Franklin effect, named after Benjamin Franklin, who used it to win the affection of a legislator in the late 1700s. With this method, you can expand your network and find new opportunities for personal and professional growth. The paradox of choice for 20-somethings. The abundance of options available to 20-somethings can be paralyzing, leading to indecisiveness and a fear of pursuing their dreams. Contrary to popular belief, having limited options can actually be liberating. In addition to the abundance of options, many 20-somethings also struggle with the unthought known, forgotten goals and dreams that they fear pursuing because they don't know how to achieve them. This fear can lead to chasing a different goal altogether, instead of taking the first steps towards their true passion. Understanding one's options and overcoming the fear of pursuing their goals are critical steps for 20-somethings to move forward with purpose and confidence. Choosing life partners. Planning your future relationships is just as important as planning your career. We receive far less guidance when it comes to selecting a life partner, even though it's a more important decision that requires careful consideration. In the Western world, approximately 50% of U.S. citizens are married by the time they're 30, and about 75% by the time they're 35. Once you've selected a partner, your lives will be interdependent, and it will be challenging to break that bond. We must ensure that we're fully aware of what we want our future to look like and the necessary compromises before selecting a life partner. It's crucial to seek guidance in choosing the right partner, as it's a life-changing decision. The age 30 deadline. Waiting until your 30s to get married won't necessarily prevent divorce, the odds remain steady at around 40%. Delaying marriage to test the relationship by living together also doesn't work. The pressure to marry and start a family by age 30 often leads to rushed unions and less-than-perfect matches. Couples who choose to live together before marriage are less happy and more likely to divorce, known as the cohabitation effect. It's important to make a conscious decision when committing to marriage rather than sliding into it. Finding lasting relationship happiness. Dating in your 20s can be fun, but if you're looking for long-term happiness, it's important to focus on finding qualities that matter in a partner. As you date, you'll discover that you're most compatible with those who share your personality traits and vision for life. However, it's essential to prioritize important qualities over superficial similarities. When looking for a long-term partner, a shared vision for life is crucial because it helps bridge differences that may arise in the future. By making compromises and prioritizing shared experiences, couples can maintain a happy and healthy relationship. Embrace uncertainty in your 20s. The best way to deal with uncertainty and make better decisions is to practice and experiment in your 20s. The frontal lobe of the human brain responsible for uncertainty and future thoughts develops with practice and training, and the capacity for learning is highest during this period. 20-somethings should embrace the opportunity to make serious decisions and gain new experiences, as those who do will expand their mental capabilities the most. Avoiding uncertainty only delays the ability to deal with it and could disadvantage oneself in the long run. Taming emotions in your 20s. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by negative emotions? If you're in your 20s, you're not alone. Our emotional brain is at its peak during this decade, making us more susceptible to feeling bad. However, you can train your mind to control your emotions. Learning to assess situations, recognize when your emotions are taking over, and focusing on the facts can help you gain perspective and prevent unnecessary worrying. Another crucial factor in managing your emotions is cultivating a growth mindset. The belief that success comes from hard work and new skills can help you tackle challenges head-on and build confidence. So if you're struggling with overwhelming emotions in your 20s, don't worry. With the right mindset and techniques, you can learn to control your emotions and thrive. The pressure of late pregnancy. Many women in their 20s struggle with the uncertainty of when to start a family. However, waiting too long can lead to a plethora of issues. Female fertility reaches its peak in the late 20s, and after 30, pregnancy becomes less effective, leading to a need for expensive fertility treatments. Delaying family and marriage also leads to a more stressful life, making it difficult to conceive naturally under pressure. Couples may feel compelled to have babies quickly, potentially leading to relationship tension. If having children between 35 and 40 becomes the norm, parents may find themselves caring for toddlers and elderly parents simultaneously, leading to significant challenges and stress.
In The Defining Decade, Meg Jay emphasizes that the choices made in our 20s define the trajectory of our lives. Investing in identity capital, focusing on long-term goals, and constructing a strong support network contribute to personal and professional development. Furthermore, the book highlights the importance of understanding one's options and making proactive decisions about relationships, career, and family planning. By following the insightful guidance offered, readers can utilize their 20s as a transformative period, laying the foundation for a flourishing future.